welcome to our class. All right, so before we start class, as you know, we always start with a warm-up. So that's what we're going to do first. We're going to do our warm-up. So we're going to sit down on the floor, find a spot. Let's butterfly our legs. And remember, we're going to go up and down, and we're going to do it together. Ready? 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟. What I want you to do is bring out your left leg out and reach out and grab. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟. Good. Now we're going to put this one back in. We're going to take the other leg out and we're going to do the same. Reach out for your feet. Ready? 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟. Okay, let's put our feet together. Now keep your knees straight. Don't let them bend. Grab your toes. Ready? 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟. Good. Now we're going to open up your legs. When you open up your legs, what I want you to do is pick out one side. So we're going to go on this side all together. Ready? 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟. Good. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So turn and reach on this side. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟. Good. Now we're going to go to the middle. So make sure you bend forward and let's count together. Ready? 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟. And bring it back in. Good. Feet together. And now what I want you to do is cross your leg over. Grab your ankles and 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟. And the other way. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟. And now grab both hands and clasp your hands on your leg and bring it in. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟. 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟. Good. Now put the palm of your hand on the bottom of your foot. And 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟. 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟. Bend it back in. And now we switch legs. Same on this side. So we do one side. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟. Other side. 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟. Clasp your hand onto your leg and pull it in. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟. 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟. Good. Put the palm of your hand on the bottom of your foot and extend your leg. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟. 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟. And bend it and bring it back down. Okay, we're going to do our sit-ups and our leg lifts and our push-ups. Let's start with our push-ups. So we want to remind you how to do your push-up. Remember, do not bend your head only. That is not a push-up. Do not bend your hips. That is not a push-up. You want to use your elbows down and up. Ready? 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Good. And bend your knees and sit down. Now we're going to sit down and do our sit-ups. You can choose your sit-ups the way you like better. You can do it with your feet, knees bent, and do crunches. Or you can go all the way up and down. Or you can cross your legs, keep your head off the ground, and go up and down. So I'm going to do these. Ready? 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 칠. Good. Now let's put our hands under our bottom. Good. Once you're here, extend your legs straight out. Keep your belly in, leg up, and 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 칠. Good. And stretch forward, stretch your back out. And we stand back up. Okay, let's set up. Okay, turn around, fix your uniform. Good, feet together, jump. Okay, fighting stance. Okay, we're gonna stretch forward, up and down. Good. Set. Net. Das. Yes. Ilgo. Kill. Now let's switch the other leg. Switch side. Ready? Good. Set. Net. Das. Yes. Ilgo. Kill. And paddle. And jump. Good. And bow. All right, we just finished our warm-up. Now it's time to do our brown belt techniques. We're going to start with our hand techniques first, and then we will do our kicks. Okay, the first technique is called hammer fist. The hammer fist is the bottom of your hand. When you make a tight fist, the bottom of your hand is called the hammer of your fist, or hammer of your hand. When we do the hammer fist, we go from one side, you turn your hand up so the hammer will stick up. You go above your hand, above your head, and strike down. So it makes a circle, up and around. So let's go into Chumsiki, horse stance. Okay, this leg is gonna come out and we go into a horse stance. The same way we were just a minute ago, we just put it here and we squat. Bring your hand to the other side, turn the hammer up, it goes in a circle and down. Remember, circle and down. So now let's do another step. So we step into a horse stance again, bring this hand to the other side, hammer goes up, makes a circle and down. Ready, set, horse stance. Hammer goes up and down. Ready, kill. Hammer goes up and down. Good job. So remember, you're hitting the person with the bottom of your hand. So you got to make a tight fist. Tight fist, okay? All right, your next technique is called fingertip neck stab. You're hitting somebody right here on your neck, on his neck. So you put your fingers this time straight and flat this way. It's opposite hand, opposite foot. So if this foot comes out, this hand will strike. So open up your hand on this side, it comes palm up, and then it turns and it hits the person in the neck. Again, from here, and then it turns and hits the person in the neck. Okay, now let's do it with count. Okay, ready? Step, open up your hand, opposite hand. The hand comes out, it turns, and it hits him in the neck. Ready? Dude, step. Now the other hand, this one goes back to the belt, this one opens. And it strikes to the neck. Ready, set. This one goes back to the belt, and this one opens. Ready, kill. Good. You can see my hand always goes back to the belt. It doesn't hang to the side. So you never want your hand to be just staying to the side, okay? All right, your next technique is called elbow strike. Now we don't hit anybody with this. Even though it's called elbow, we don't really hit with the bony part. We hit with this part right here. So from here to here, this is hard. So when you make a tight fist, it makes it real hard. And what you want to hit is somebody here on the side. So this one is opposite hand, opposite foot. So the elbow comes up and it hits them in the head. Now if you notice, look at my wrist. My wrist stays straight. Don't bend your wrist, keep it straight. So when the elbow comes up, keep your wrist straight. Don't bend it. All right, now let's do it with my count. Okay, ready? Horse stance. Okay, feet forward, opposite hand elbow. Hup. Doop. Sit. Kill. Now if you notice, my head stays up. Don't look down when you're doing your elbow. Keep your head facing that way so you can see where you're hitting. Okay, so again, don't hit with the bony part, hit with this part of your arm. Your next technique is called half moon block, Banda Maki. So on this one, you're gonna have same foot, same hand. On this one, you put your arm on this side, and it comes out and makes a half moon shape. See, it makes a half moon shape. So it goes from here to here, and it stops where your shoulder is. Makes a half moon shape. Now you're probably thinking, wow, that looks like a back fist. So now let's talk about that. Back fist starts here, but look, back fist goes up to your shoulder. If you remember that, we did it as a blue belt. Then it goes in front of my face, my own face, and forward, okay? So from here to your shoulder, in front of your face, and forward. That's your back fist. The half moon block does not go up here. It goes from here to here, making a half moon shape. Half moon. Okay? So now let's do a half moon block with my count. Okay, ready? Step. Put your arm on the other side. Make your half moon shape. Remember, don't pass your shoulder. Don't go all the way out here. Just stop right here. Ready? Good. It goes out and it stops right in front of the shoulder. Set. Makes the half moon shape. Net. Make a half moon shape. Killa. Half moon shape. Good. And back. Good. Your next technique is called Bakat Maki and Maki. Back fist, inside block. So we just did the explanation of your back fist. So now, on this one, whatever foot is in front of you is always going to be your back fist. And this is the one technique that you use on your form, on your brown belt form. So if this foot comes out, that means this hand will go up to my shoulder, in front of my face, and hit. Now I bring my other hand up, bring this one back to my belt, and this one does the inside block. And it does the inside block just right in front of your chest. Okay? So again, up to my shoulder, in front of my face, in front of their face. Then put this hand up. This one goes back to your belt, and this one does an inside block right here. Okay, now let's do it with my count. Okay, ready? Hup! So this foot came out. That means this is the back fist. Hand goes to your shoulder, front of your face, in front of their face. This hand comes up. This goes back. This does an inside block. Two. Now this foot's in front of you. That means this hand has to be the back fist. Comes to the side, up to my shoulder, in front of my face, and hit their face. This hand comes up. This hand goes back to the belt. This does an inside block. Ready, set. Back fist to their nose. Bring the other hand up. Inside block. Net. This hand goes up to the shoulder, front of face, and hit. This hand goes up and inside block. One more, ready? Killa. Back fist. Inside block. Good. Dusan Agaro Sandan Maki, two-hand high block. Foot is out. You're going to put it on this side, opposite side. So if this foot comes out here, you can put your hands on the other side. And you're going to cross them like this. Tight fist, don't let it fall down. Nice and tight. Okay, so it goes from here, and it goes above your head. And it does a two-hand high block. I'm going to get sideways so you can see my hands. So my hands are locked and tight from this side and up. Okay, so now let's do it with my count. Okay, ready? Horse stance. Good, so this leg came out. That means both of my hands are going to go on this side. And two-hand high block. Good. Now when I'm stepping, I put my hands on this side because this foot came out. So it's on this side now. And two-hand high block. Good. Now this foot's going to come out. That means hands go back on this side. And I switch my hand on top. And two-hand high block. Now this foot's going to come out. That means the hands go back here. And I switch this hand on top. Two-hand high block. Good. Very good. Your last technique is two-hand down block. Dusan Agaro Hadan Maki. Same thing, but this time you go from here down. Remember, when you're doing this block, don't let your wrist do this. Nice and straight, okay? All right, let's do a mock out. Okay, ready? Foot out, hands to the opposite side, two-hand down block. Ready? Good. Set. Kill. Good. And paddle. Choke. All right, let's work on our first kick. Okay, choke. Step back, funny sense. Good. Okay, the first kick is called Hambal Idan Upchagi. So you're going to do 1, 2. 2 front kicks with the same leg. Now make sure you don't go like this. Make sure you show 2 separate spots. 1, 2. Okay? All right, let's do it together. Okay, fighting stance. Okay, 2 front kicks. Hup. Now the other leg. Good. Set. Good. One more. Kill. And back. Fine stance. Good. Now we're going to do the same thing, but this time with 2 side kicks. 2 side kicks. Okay, ready? Hup. 2. Kill. Good, and back. Now I'm going to do the same thing, but 2 roundhouse kicks. Remember, roundhouse kick top of your foot. Ready? Hup. 2. Kill. And back. Chirugi. Side kick. Hammer fist. And it's done at the same time. Excuse me. If this leg goes up, then this hand goes to your shoulder, see? This hand goes up. Remember how we did hammer fist makes a circle? At this time, you're going to go from here and straight out with your foot at the same time. And you hit him with the hammer. So if I turn, I do a side kick and the hammer fist at the same time. Okay, let's try it. Ready? Hup! Doop! Kill! Yeah, so you hammer at the same time you do your side kick. That's very good. It's high block, front kick. Whatever foot is in front of you is always going to be the high block. Okay, so fighting stance. So we bring the hand to this side and we go above our head. High block. Now we're about to kick. So we don't leave our hand up here. We put it down in front. Because anytime you kick, your hands have to be in a fighting stance, blocking your body. So high block, I bring my hands down, and I do a front kick. Okay? All right, now let's try it together. Fighting stance. Okay, ready? High block. Put your hands in front. Kick. Good. Now we're on this side. Remember, whatever foot is in front of you, that hand is doing the high block. Ready? High block. You put our hands down and you kick with your back leg. Good. Good. Back in fine stance. This leg is in front. That means this hand is doing the high block. Sit. High block. Hands down. Front kick. Good. One more. So this leg is in front. This hand is doing the high block. Kia. High block. And kick. Good. And back. Next kick is yapchagi. Three dora yapchagi. Side kick. Turn back. Side kick. On this one, you want to take your time. So let's take our time. So we're going to do side kick. Put it down. Then remember, anytime we do a turning kick, we always turn to our back leg. And we follow with our head. And we turn and look where we're going to kick. Now this leg does the side kick. Good. So it's side kick, turn, side kick. All right, let's do it together. Ready? Hada! Put it down, then turn, then side kick. Good. Now switch leg. Good. Side kick, put it down, turn, side kick. Ready? Other leg. Kia! Side kick, put it down, turn, side kick. Good. Last kick is called back swing kick. Now we have practiced this before, and I also have put some videos on video tutorials on how to do it and help you with using a stick to hold your balance and turn. So I hope that you are looking at those videos. Okay, so when you get into fine stance, I want you to remember, anytime you do a turning kick, we turn to the back leg. So on this one, what I want you to do is turn to your back leg, keep turning, but don't switch legs. So now I'm a little twisted, right? So this leg is going to come up to the side like a side kick, but it's going to keep going around. So it goes up and keeps going around. And look, I ended up where I started. So you want to end in the same spot. So I started here and I want to end here. Okay? So watch again. I'm going to turn this way. I keep turning my head. This leg is now ready to go around. So I got to finish on this side where I started. So it goes up and I end up in the same spot. Okay? So let's try it. Ready? Hup! Turn. Pick up your foot and go around and you end up in the same spot you started. Good. Now let's try the other leg. Ready? Do! So that means we got to turn this way now. Turn. Now this leg is the one that's going to do it. And turn around and look. You end up in the same spot again. Switch leg. Now we got to stop on this side again. We got to end over here. Ready? Set. Turn. Go around and end. And kill. So we're on this side. We got to turn this way. And we got to end on that spot again. So it goes around and it stops. And paddle.